Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode of Defend the House. Last episode was on Coastline, and this one is going to be on Consulate. Consulate is the third esports map out of the ranked map pool that I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over the how to set up each site, what ops to take, and when to go each site. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the video. First up on this list is console, or second floor, which is console office, and the A-bomb is meeting room. So, starting with the reinforcements like usual, I would reinforce these two walls. So, this wall and that wall. The reasoning for not reinforcing those is you usually have a rotate there. So, 1 and 2. And you have one reinforcement here. That's 3. Reinforce these two. That's 4 and 5. Then 6, 7, 8. Then you have 9. And you could reinforce this one, it depends on how you are, but that's where I'm going to put my 10th reinforcement. So those are your 10 reinforcements. I'll go over it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Those are the 10 reinforcements I would use. Now the rotates, there's 2 rotates. So you put one right here for the guy, because usually you'll have a person playing behind long desk. He'll be able to peek admin, spiral stairs, yellow stairs, and then if he ever needs to fall back, he can fall out the windows, fight those. And that's why you have a rotate there. And then next up, you have your basic rotates. You can either, this is just in between sites. So you have connector room. It's called waiting room, but everyone calls it connector. You can either put your rotate here, or you can put your rotate right here. You always reinforce this one and put your rotate on either one. You could put both, it's up to you, but this is just a basic one to go in between sites. And for someone, sometimes you'll have someone playing a wave room or connector, you'll be able to peek the window. That's the good side of having 2 rotates, is you can peek this one, and then just start confusing the person that's rappelling on windows. So now that we're done with those, I'll tell you the operators and the position we're gonna have them in. So first, you're definitely gonna need a bandit. The reasoning for, or actually never mind. You're gonna need a Jaeger. I've already gone over this in other videos. Jaegers are very important because you can stop grenades, which is very useful on this map. So the 80s I would use, but one right here on that window cannot be reached. One a connector behind the couch or on the wall right there. And the third one will be either in meeting or behind long desk, most likely in meeting. If you have no one playing connector, you can bring the connector one and put it on long desk for the guy playing long desk. It's really up to you, but those are the basic ones you can use. Next up, I would bring a dock and a rook. So those are your 2 operators. The reason for that, you can pick long angles. This is a bigger map. Like this angle, you can have an angle all the way down to all the way there. If you don't have an ACOG, it's a very hard battle to fight. You can be sitting in B behind the desk and take an angle all the way to spiral. So it's good to have 2 of those. Most likely you'll have your dock or rook, one of them playing right here. And you'll have one of them playing A or long desk. The Jaeger you'll have roaming, either an admin or wherever. Third up on this list is Legion. Kinda like Hookah Bar on Coastline. You can have one reinforced and have a rotate here. And then you can play. Man, I did not shoot that rotate very well. You can have him play in bathroom, so you can put goo mines there, goo mines on long. You can peek into there. You can go and peek long desk. You can peek connector window. Then if someone hits his goo on yellow, he can go down yellow. He can hold the skylight, he can hold that window. That's the reasoning for that. 5th on this list will most likely be honestly, it's whoever you want. You can bring a bandit to electrify those walls. You can bring a Cade to electrify and have a long ACOG. I would use a Cade just for the extra ACOG and the shotgun, so you can electrify these walls. You can electrify all the walls, and then you can also contest there. And that's how I would set up console office and theater room on Consulate. The next site I would go is garage on Consulate. The reasoning for this is it's the second best site above first floor and the split level room. So starting with reinforcements, you always reinforce these 4 walls. The reason for this is because I'll show you if you open up an angle onto that. Now that I'm out here, I'll show you. Garage is wide open and has this massive area. For operators with ACOGs or Cali and Glass, they can pick you apart if they open up that wall. So if you open up this wall, you have angles all the way to yellow, that hall, and the other site, and behind white van, and you can plant on white van and hold from there. The second they get their plant off behind white van, they have this open, round is over. Not saying you can't do it, but odds are not in your favor to win that fight. Next reinforcements I have up is the hatches. You have 1 hatch there, 1 hatch there. Those are 2 and 4, or those are the 5th one. Then you reinforce that hatch, you reinforce that hatch. Those are 7 of the reinforcements on this map. After that, I would reinforce these 2 walls just for cover if someone's playing in cafeteria. And then the last one I would put right here, and that's for a certain operator. Okay. Now we'll go on to rotates. You're going to put 1 rotate right here. The reason for this rotate is just, it's a basic rotated between site. That's really the only rotate you can use. If you, actually no, I'll use this rotate, not a lot of people do. You make a rotate into site, into cafeteria from this little room. Now on to operators, which will explain that rotate and that reinforcement. First we'll have up is a bandit and a cade. The reason for this is to make sure this wall never gets open. Most of the time the wall will get open, but the longest you can stall without the wall opening means they have to rush a plant, or in luck you'll actually keep it closed. So have a bandit and cade, he's gonna play here, or if your bandit is really good at bandit tricking, you can use just put your bandit or your cade charges on that hatch and that hatch. That's the reasoning for those 2. Then you'll have a dock. The reasoning for the dock is because you need to contest the long angles if you ever have to, and I already showed you this is a very big open space. So if you can have a dock that can contest all the way out to these places with an ACOG, it's very good. The 4th operator on this list is a Mira. You might be asking why Mira? Well, because I told you to reinforce this wall. The reasoning for this, I'll open it up just to pretend this is a Mira. This can hold all the way to garage, can hold yellow, it can hold here. So you can wide swing it, and that's just a mirror that holds a very good angle. And the reason for the rotate is because if it gets too heavy or someone starts pushing down spiral, you can quickly jump into rotate, take over. If they plant on the other side of van, you can jump through that rotate, go through that rotate, then fight the guy in van, push down. The 5th operator I would choose is a Jaeger. If you don't want a Jaeger, you can take a bandit. I'm using this operator as a roamer, but I would most likely take a Jaeger and have him roam just because you want the grenade denial. So you'll put ADS there right above the garage, or right next to the garage. You put an ADS behind van, and you'll put an ADS on site. If you don't want to put 2 here, you can put 1 on the Mira. It's really up to you. And then you have your Jaeger roaming first floor. Reason for this is a lot of times people will buck out the floor, like use a buck or a sledge or a Zofia or an Ash, but shoot out this floor. The reasoning for this, or reasoning for people to do this, you'll have your bandit charges and they can easily shoot them out. So if you have a self-sufficient roamer, you can run around here and deny them. Say they're rappelling on that window and looking down, you can shoot them. You can take the fight on a spiral and the circle desk. It's very good to have a roamer, because there's a lot of angles on basement that can be opened up from above. And that's how I would play or set up garage and cafeteria on Consulate. This is how I would defend lobby site, the first floor site on Consulate. So first, starting with reinforcements like usual, I would reinforce this hatch for the Goya, just in case there's a Mara in this hatch. The reason for that, you'll usually have someone playing behind this lobby. It's called circle desk, but you can call it lobby desk, up to you. You have someone playing here, can hold this angle onto the door, it can hold a bullet hole. And if they shoot out that, you'll either fall down or they'll get an easy kill. Next reinforcements to reinforce those walls. These 2, or this 1, 2, and 3 and 4. So that is 6 of your reinforcements. So, last couple, 6 of your reinforcements, you put 1 there and 1 there. So that's 9. Then you can use your last reinforcements on whatever wall you want. Starting with rotates, put 1 rotate from the site right here. From bathroom, so you'll most likely have someone playing bathroom. And last reinforcement you can put on hatch for the same reason of the other hatches. Okay, now it's going to be a little bit weirder. So, we're going to start with some angles, because angles on this side are very useful. One angle you have is if you shoot out this, or impact it, it's up to you. It opens up a good angle onto that, and then you usually open up this hatch, because you'll have someone playing it up in. So when I run upstairs, I'll show you. So as you can see, if you open up this, most likely you'll impact it like you have a vigil or something, but if you open up this, it denies anyone from going in that main door, and you can even crouch down and kill them. So basically, if anyone pushes in, tries to plant, or just pushes in general, you can be able to shoot them from up here. It's a very hard angle to contest. Next angle, well, that's actually the only main angle you need. So now we'll start with ops. You'll have a dock and a rook. You already know ACOGs, long angles. You'll have long angle here. You have long angles from these windows. And then if you ever have to push out, it's a long angle here. That's the reason for those two. This is the only time I'll ever use a Goyo, but I'll have a Goyo too. Like a Goyo shield right there. And a Goyo shield there. Plus, he has the TCSG just like Cade. Extra ACOG. And I already showed you this bullet hole. But I'll just shoot it out so you can actually see. So if you open up this bullet hole, it's an angle all the way out to there. But usually, they'll just have an ACOG and put one little bullet. And it makes an angle all the way there. That's the reasoning for the Goyo. Then you'll have a Mira. Or not a Mira. You'll have a Maestro. Maestro to deny the plant here if that guy gets killed or misses it. You can put your Maestro cam there to deny plants here. Put 1 Maestro cam there. Then you'll have a Mira, or a Valkyrie. Because a lot of people don't contest the site, so you're going to have a lot of cams outside. So you can throw 1 cam on this tree. Throw a cam over here on that tree. I missed that badly, but still same angle. So you have that. You can watch the main entrance. Then you'll have 1 cam inside. This cam inside will most likely be on spiral. Put it on this lady if you want, but it's going to be watching the back of all these people. I usually put mine either in this room, like on this painting, or under this chair. Actually, it's a good one, is under that chair. So let's see if I can actually get it. Nope. So you can do a C4 trick. It sounds complicated, but it's not. So you put your C4 down there. Then when you throw your Valcam, it bounces off the C4 and goes in the bottom of the couch. It makes a great angle all the way down this hallway to cover the back of your ops. And this is how I would defend the first floor press room and lobby on Consulate. Thanks for watching this episode of Defend the House. It has been Consulate. I hope you enjoyed. Keep a like and subscribe. Post notifications. Come check out my Twitch. It's at TySpen101 and check out my Instagram at TySpen. Thanks for watching and see you all later.